today, first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna see about that pedal box. Let me adjust this a little bit. So we need to put a pedal box in here. So since we are normal people, we are gonna have 3 pedals, so throttle, clutch and brake. Yeah, there is enough room in here, and let's see what we can do. We're gonna keep it simple, of course. My guess is that we are gonna use these. So this would be for the throttle, and these two for the clutch and brake, I guess. So I don't know. Let's see what we can do. So the throttle pedal, we have less room here for the throttle pedal, but more room to make the clutch and brake. That's why I chose to use this guy for the throttle, because it's, you know, gonna be something really simple. You know, we don't need much. Basically, what I would do here would be the following. I mean, in principle, I would use this and this. So I would basically use it like that. See? And we already have a pedal working. So something like this. Yep. So we have what we have room. I'm looking what we can utilize. We can probably utilize. We can utilize this guy here. So as our axis for at least the throttle, and then we can have the clutch and brake pedal hanging here somewhere, I guess. Preferably we would have it as a module. Let me just think a little. Obviously, I mean, this edge here is kinda in our way. If it wasn't there, it would be nice, but it has to be there. There's nothing I can do. Let's see if I have some special parts that could provide us. I mean, we probably don't have anything that looks like it could be a brake. But maybe we do. Hold on. Maybe we actually do. We could use these as pedals, you know, because they have an angle. Maybe. Maybe these here could be our pedals, but we have to be smart about this, because we don't have a lot of room. Okay. Okay. One of the problems with these that I see would be the following. So imagine we have our throttle pedal, but yeah, I mean, you know, it could be like this, so it's hanging vertically down and it's a throttle pedal. The problem here is that okay, with the throttle we can get away with this part, but if we have, for example, like the clutch, which would have a rubber band holding this up, we would probably place the rubber band holder into the pedal here to kind of hold it up. But the problem here is this. So we can get away with the gas pedal, so the throttle with this, because we have the actuation is going to be like this. See? So the throttle. But with these two, we probably need pedals that are not this, I guess. I mean, this would be ideal because we can use the hole here for the rubber band, but it's probably not gonna happen this way. Another option would be, of course, if we used, I don't know, these. So that this would be, yeah, we could use these. See, they would basically perform exactly the same function, and that would be the brake and the throttle, the clutch pedal. The spring would be held in here, and that would be it. Very short pedals, but what can you do? It's okay. And we can make it as a module that slots in here, and all the pedals would be all of the pedals would be hold on. I don't know. This is just a suggestion. Don't quote me on that. So we would kind of put it like this, you know, kind of here in this axis, and then they would be depressible, I guess, in a way. Let me just work this out a little bit better. What? Yeah, okay. No, I mean, the throttle pedal needs to be further down, but you get it. Kinda. And the throttle pedal cannot be, in this position, it cannot be depressed more because it hits this, but the clutch and the brake kind of will be able to, yeah, sort of. Mm. Let me think a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, it's this is very limited because of we have basically this behind it, and then you see there's very little scope for it to bend. Not a lot, which is depressing, literally. Mm. But I cannot move the pedal more forward because then it's too far forward. Oh, drives me mad. Things like these. If only this was higher, but it cannot be higher because everything else depends on it being like this. Mm, but I want my pedal box, so we have to think of something. So this is the maximum it can be depressed. I mean, sure, why not? I mean, that's enough, isn't it? Nobody will press this anyway. Okay, so we'll go with that. Yeah, we are gonna go with that. Um, um, the question is, how are we going to mount this? Because if we had this mounted like this, and this way it could actuate the rubber thingy here. How do we mount this? The best way to mount this would be if we had another mount point here. And to have that other mount point, we have to kind of rip apart the car essentially and mount and have the mount point here. Or temporarily, because I don't want to rip the part. I mean, I don't feel like ripping the car apart at the moment. We're gonna basically add it in here, like this, because we can. No, I'm gonna add it later. Come on. There. Magically, out of nothing, our mount point, second mount point, appears. Okay. And now we can have our come on. We can have our throttle. Which would look like this. Okay. I guess I can take a force down. This can be a 5-star. No, it can be a 4-star. I'm gonna mount it now, but of course I cannot remove my hand here, so you have to you're forced to watch me, or you're forced to watch the back of my hand. I'm sorry. Huh? What? Okay, there's no problem. It's just the lack of space. There we go. So we have a throttle pedal. Which is working, I guess. Yep. Okay. Now let's make the other two pedals. Um, no. Okay. 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 So the idea here is that we have, you know, a rubber band, and then, you know, these were actuated like this. So they are basically hanging somewhere here, you know, somewhere. And by somewhere, I mean probably gonna use this here. Okay. And then they would hang like this, I guess. Now let's see how this looks in relation to our seat. Okay. For the throttle, everything needs to move one stud further inwards because the clutch pedal is way too far to my side. The problem is that the problem is the brake pedal, which will suffer the same issue basically than the throttle pedal. It has a 2-speed transmission. We have a 2-speed transmission for it. Very simple. Yeah, I mean, everything needs to move one stud closer to the tunnel. Wow. Getting this out is a nightmare. Right. So what do? We basically swap positions. Well, we don't swap positions entirely. We make it narrower as well. So we use this. No, we have to swap positions like this, yeah. Okay. Okay. The next car that we are going to make is an Audi Quattro S1. in a smaller scale. The Audi Quattro is gonna be a 1 to 10 scale. And planning for it has already started. Okay, so this one is now closer to the tunnel. Now both of these here can move closer as well. Okay, so visually, yeah, this kind of looks okay. Now we're gonna use this axle here to kind of create everything here, and then we're gonna use this axle hole here as well to make it all work. And it's gonna be one module that swaps in. Perfect. Just as we planned. Just as we planned. You know. My God. Okay. Okay, for this exercise, we need to change these here. There. And yeah, need to do something else with this as well. Well, you know, I'm a fan of all cool cars. Doesn't matter what manufacturer. And the S1 is, of course, as a car nut, the S1 is one of the cars that I like. Okay. Okay. So this guy has to remain flexible. So we cannot. What do you mean we cannot? Of course we can. Of course we can. We can absolutely use this axle to mount stuff onto it. What am I talking about? Of course we can. Can use this axle, absolutely. Okay. So let's see where we are. Okay. Great. So this guy gets suspended here with this here. Okay, we have to be smart here because first of all, we have to suspend the spring here. And second of all, we have to make sure that this doesn't do this. So we have to kind of use these here in a very smart fashion. Let me just have a think. Okay, yes and yes. So this, this, and oh man, if this was a 7 with a stop. But wait. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's gonna be an 8. It's gonna be an 8. Maybe an 8 with a stop. I mean, I know we are over engineering stuff again, but you know. Okay, this must not be here. For the reason, because yeah, we're gonna use this in this fashion. So this is gonna mount to the to this axle hole. Okay. Ah, yes. Okay. So this guy here needs to be this. And we have this. Okay. That's the first thing. Okay. Now we have this. And now we have this. Yes. Okay. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Okay. Okay. Our pedal box. Now we need to support this. I knew there was something. Okay. Now we need springs. So the springs here, the spring is need to connect now up to this, and we need something that's gonna hold this down in this position. So let's see. We basically need something like this that would kind of prevent this from happening. Just a second, my cat is demanding. Okay, the needs of the kitty have been taken care of. Interesting problem here. How to do this? And you know, I want to use as few parts as possible in a smart way. I cannot use this because then I cannot mount the springs. I could use for example, I could use this part here, mount it like this, and have a pin or something here that would basically prevent this from going up. But then I still have the problem of how to attach the rubber bands here. That problem still persists. I cannot mount them just here because I think, well, I think there's no lever, so if I adjust, put them just here, it's doing nothing. Oh my God, Christian. I'm, I'm. This isn't even communism. This is a dictatorship. What we have here, um, but it's not North Korea. So, you can leave if you don't like it here. But I guess you like it. Mm, mm, hmm. Okay, so we can't have anything on this axis because of the throttle pedal. It has to be movable. Whatever we do, we have to suspend it here. Mm. Um, okay, what if we route the rubber bands around? Basically, a what? Perpendicular triple axle and pin connector to the bed. What is? Do you have a part number? Okay, let me Google. Let me bricklink the connector. Let's see what it is. I need to remove the car, otherwise I don't have room to type. Six, 3, 8, 6, 9. Where would you? Oh, for the pedal and stop. Yeah. Yeah. Could use it, yeah. But I cannot connect it. I cannot connect it. Because I have this part here. So this part here, of course, connects everything. There. See, like this. Yeah, throttle pedal is not ideal, but the brake and the clutch are quite okay. Throttle pedal needs work. Probably should be the same as those two, to be honest. And then we find a common solution for this, and then we can also use, you see, this thing here, and then we can actually use the part that you suggested. Yes, let's try this. So basically rebuild of this entire thing. Okay, so to differentiate it from the other two pedals, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use the green pedal. I mean, for now. In the end product, it's going to be a different color, but let's use green. Okay, and let's dismantle all of this because it's useless. We're not going to use it in this manner anyway. So 3 of these. Okay, this is useless. So we have our 3 pedals. can use this guy here. Okay, the second mounting point here is no longer needed, so we can omit it. We start this. Okay, then between those pedals we can have this. It's gonna hold it up. Then we have another pedal. And now we need, well, another this. I think, no, wait for it. We are going to use this. But here. So this is gonna be like that. Then we have this guy here. Yes. And this. And then this. Yeah, the problem is how to keep the clutch pedal up, down, because we need this. See, we need this guy here to mount our pedal box to the structure. Yes, we don't need this. This is not needed. Okay, this is not needed at all because we're gonna use these guys, and this is gonna prevent this from flipping up. And we have more options with this, especially with mounting the rubber bands. So like this, and then we have this guy here. One mounting point for a rubber band. This. Then we have this here. Okay. And yes. We flip this. there. Flip this. This. See, and now, of course, this isn't allowing our pedal to go further up, which is good. Now here we need this part, and then we have this part. Now the last pedal here, this is the tricky part. What to do with the last pedal, because the last pedal doesn't have anything here, but we can use this here. We can use this here, basically. And for the rubber band, naturally, we use the connector on this side. And for this, we can basically use this. And if we want to restrict this further, we can put these on. You know, the goal is to make things as simple as possible. The simpler we can make anything, the better. And the simpler to make for people at home as well, because if you want people to replicate this in building instructions, it needs to be simple. So let's see if this works, I guess. It's a bitch to mount, can tell you that. Come on. Come on. Go in. There we go. Okay. Of course, there's a problem. Naturally, the pedals hit the floor. This wasn't the case with this guy because it had a rounded edge here. Why are you moving? Okay, but these guys kinda, you know, they hit the floor. hit the floor, and when they hit the floor, they hit the floor. Um, so yeah, this gives a meaning of pedal to the plastic, pedal to the Lego, I guess. I just wish I had a better way of mounting this, because this is really a pain. Mm. Oh, I do have enough space. Okay. I'm going to make my life a little bit easier here. So I will use this, this, this. There. Now this should slide in much easier. And I'm going to use this guy here to round it all off. Let's see. Ah, yes. Much simpler. So it's much simpler. And I mean, nobody will really play with these. They're just there. They are just there to look good. We have pedals, you know. So it looks kind of realistic. You know, nobody can say we haven't tried. They are there. So it's fine. And it's a simple module that goes in and out, really simple, you know, no big deal. It's easy to install. So I would say job done. Now, second thing I wanted to do is to do something with the sunroof. So sunroof is fine and all, but you know, you cannot expect it to be like this or whatever. And I was wondering if we could make a mechanism for the sunroof that would utilize this guy here. So you know that you can basically adjust the height of the sunroof with this. Nothing too fancy. I mean, you know, you know me now. We're gonna re-engineer this a little bit because we can. Okay. I would like this feature to have the sunroof to have this feature. So basically, so it can be adjusted by steps. Yeah, so let's do it. And over the weekend, I'm ordering parts. So we can basically, once the parts arrive, we are basically going to have a complete car. Which is scary. I mean, once the parts arrive, the Sierra is basically done. Quite scary. And then our dear friend Ben here has already made some calculations regarding the scale and the dimensions of our next project, the Audi S1. And it's gonna be a scarily small car compared to this. It's gonna be very small. I mean, this is huge. The Sierra is gigantic to what the Audi will be. So while we are at it, I'm of course going to change the sunroof surround to the white part. Since we are going to rip all of this apart anyway. Well, not entirely, but quite. How does this go together? I forgot. I know there's a simple way to take this apart. Ah yeah, you have to disassemble everything. Right. Yeah, first these need to go. And while we're at it, we are going to replace everything we can with white parts so that I don't have to do this later. Because I think I have enough, or more or less all of the lift arms, so we can replace it with white stuff, and it's gonna look instantly 100 times better. And we can utilize this part here to mount our hinge, and this thing will also be mounted in here. So let's re-engineer this part here. And of course, this part is going to be re-engineered at the same time, because obviously it's a little bit forced, as you can see here. And now we're going to use a method where this part here isn't forced, and we kind of need this. Otherwise, I'm not feeling comfortable. But I have to be careful here, because I can very quickly forget how everything goes together. This can happen very quickly. Okay. Whoops. So I'm trying to keep it symmetrical, I guess. this goes in here. Okay. Now for the rear part. I'm looking forward to do the building instructions for this knot. Okay, so we're at the point where we can take this off. Luckily, I have this on video, so I can, if I forget how this goes together, I can basically rewatch the stream. Okay. Good. Okay. There. Now we are at this point where this can go out. And we're gonna use this right away. So it's gonna be, of course, the contrast is gonna be a lot better, but we are going to re-engineer this anyway. So we're gonna go from the ground up with this, and so a big part of the whole thing is gonna be this. So here I would do the following: this, and this. So this would kind of make it part of this. See? And now we can adjust the sunroof in reasonable angles without it being floppy or whatever. Very good. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Well, it kind of is meant to be a tinted glass sunroof, but you know, I don't have trans clear parts for it. Ideally, it would be trans clear, but you know, it's gonna be kind of black black tinted glass, if you will. That's best I can do, I guess. So what do we need? Now we need to be careful to engineer this. Okay. Okay. Easy peasy. Okay. There we go. Now what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna reverse a few of those so that the burr marks of the molding don't show on top. There we go. Perfect. Okay. See, now we can adjust this properly. Very good. See? And yeah, I don't have these in white. Do they exist in white? That's the big question. Do they exist in white? Please tell me they do. Some of those parts I don't have in white yet, but I will substitute them in light bluish gray. What? What do you mean? There's only one point of mounting. I don't quite understand what you mean. This can stay. This can stay exactly like this. Perfection. Just what I wanted. Excellent. Okay. again, don't know if this exists in white. I don't have it in white, so I'm gonna use this one. There we go. This works as intended. So this can go. Don't have this part in white, so I'm gonna substitute it with this for now. Because since we are doing the roof, I want to get rid of all of the black pieces that don't belong here. Okay, let's move on. Okay, these two parts and these two parts. Let's do this. Okay. I think I forgot how this goes together, but anyway. Okay. Just being careful not to, not to have those burr marks. Yeah, you can see it here. Those burr marks on top. I do this always when I build stuff, that should look good. Just be careful to not have those marks on top, because they look ugly. Sometimes with some parts you don't have a choice, but when you do have a choice, well, Then you put it together correct. Did I forget something here? Ah, okay. No, it has to be there. It has to be here. Here, otherwise it's not gonna go together. Okay. Now okay, these are done. Now we need to change these. And these are the most important. Yeah, don't worry. Don't obsess about it. Okay, so how does this go together? Okay. Like this. Okay. So here is the first conscious change that we need to make. And one of them is gonna happen at the back as well. So we have to use this guy here instead of the black this black piece. So we use it here. Like this. And like this. And like this. Okay. So now we can omit this entirely. This is taking care of this. Hey JSP. Where do I have those? Don't tell me I'm out of them. I know I should have a few more. Ah, there they are. Okay. Okay. Again, same principle, burr marks. And we are gonna change stuff like this. Oh, this one has a nasty burr mark. Okay. Yes. And this. Okay. Nice. And here as well. I actually cannot wait to have this on the car because the white roof is gonna transform it. It's gonna be so different from the black roof that we had so far. Okay. So now to this, we need to change two things here. This here and this here. This one for a light bluish gray, this one for a white one. What, Leo? You live in the middle of Siberia. So change this. Okay, I can pull this out without consequence. And I need to... There. Novosibirsk, oh my god. No white. Okay. Okay. No white. Okay. We are re-engineering this. Okay. No white. Right. I mean, when you're welcome in many places in the world, you've done something right, right? So you can't be a total dick. Okay. Okay, now let's see. So Christian says these are not available in white, so we need to change them. So what happens? We this part here is basically slotting into them. Well, into this. So what we can do is the following. Once I get some connectors out of the bags. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Okay, first, of course, we need to change these. They are part of this. Okay. Now, I would like to have these done in a similar fashion, but then this part here is problematic because if we replace, for example, this here with this, we have, well, no way of mounting it. Or if we, if we do this, yeah, we cannot mount this anywhere. So what to do? I know what to do. There is an option. There is an option. And I think I do have the parts. So we can use this combination. Requires some changes, of course, here and there. But we are used to this. Okay, and here we now can use this. There. But I have to change these connectors anyway, so I'm just leaving the red one here because I don't have any number 5 connectors in any color, so other than these ones, so I need to order them anyway. Okay, so it's okay. Okay. Okay, so here in the rear we have, and again, the same problem as here in the front. So we need to re-engineer this a little bit in order for us to have an unstressed part here. I don't know how we are gonna do this yet. I don't think I have parts for it. I don't have the parts for it. So we're gonna substitute the white parts for with light bluish gray ones for now until I order the white ones. Well, the Jiguli is built to last without maintenance. You can give it to a Cossack and it's gonna last forever. So this guy needs to be here. Okay. It needs to be here so we can have. Okay, we're gonna have to re-engineer this entirely. Okay, we don't have to use this here. We can use a different kind of approach here. Because this is kind of needed for stability. I wonder, do these exist in white? Do these exist in white? My guess would be no, but and I'm thinking of how else to do this, because we need, we need something that's gonna allow us to kind of, have this embedded in its groove here. So, either like this or like this, doesn't matter. But at the same time, it shouldn't be this guy here, because otherwise we cannot mount these in a good manner. I'm just thinking of a way. They do exist in white. That's perfect. Okay. That's absolutely perfect. first order of business, change this. Mhm. Um, Another question, probably more relevant. Do do these exist in white? Do these exist in white? And if they do, oh, that would be nice. Do these exist in white? This would be so nice. Because then we can have them, built in like this here, and it's gonna be fine. If they don't, well, then we're gonna use these. Meanwhile, I'm going to replace these here with the white gray combo. Okay, then I guess they don't exist in white. If they do, we can change it later. For now, I'm gonna use this combination just to uh, come on, because we know this exists. Okay. What these? These exist in many colors. These exist in, like, I've seen blue ones, red ones, black ones, light bluish gray ones. I think even yellow ones exist. So I don't know. Okay. So this goes in here, and this goes there. Okay, let's change this, and then we can put the roof together. What? Oh my god. It's so late at your place, or early. Wow. I kind of feel honored. Why are you late? Why are you up so late? It's probably not because of the stream. Can't imagine you stayed awake this long just to watch the stream. Okay. Other one. Okay. Now the fun part. Hmm. Oh, right. Okay. Ah, it has to be like this. Okay. Right. So I would probably want to do something with this. Okay. Let's reevaluate this a little bit. Burn marks on top. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Okay. Right. So we need to re-engineer this a little bit because this is kind of a vital part and I don't want it to flap around. So this guy here needs to kind of, well, support all of this. Well, a little bit. So I guess we don't need this here. That's just optional. That's optional. These two are enough. So we can substitute this guy here. This. And it's gonna be better. This. Okay. Okay. There. Now we can build. Well, obviously this this thing here needs more white parts. Which I don't have. So I would need 2 of these, but I don't have any of these. So let's mount this first. There. Just a second, the door is ajar. The wind is playing around and the door is just kind of swinging back and forth, and I hate this. It's a sound that is not pleasant. Like this. Yeah, come on. There we go. Okay. Now the front part. There we go. Okay. Hmm? Come on. Why is this so difficult? Mm. I mean, I know why it's so difficult, because there's many pins that are in different lift arms. They should be all in the same. There we go. Okay. Well, plain or no? What? Excuse me while I battle this. Oh. Okay. Okay, very nice. Very nice. We have a white roof. Some details are not white yet. These connectors apparently don't exist in white, so well, we're gonna live with them being light bluish gray. This I need to replace, of course, when I order parts together with this. But I'm curious now how this looks on the car. Yeah, I mean, one side is gonna be orange. Deal with it. I don't have I don't have these in light bluish gray. So okay. Oh yeah, Cosworth engines are nice. The orange doesn't look very appealing on this car, yeah. I mean, it doesn't look appealing on if it's mixed. Uh, but you know, if the Sierra would be all orange, yeah, maybe it would look okay. Let me complete everything, and then we're gonna have some beauty shots. Uh, what? Come on. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Now the hood. And the door. Where's the door? The door is such a bitch to get on. Okay. Let's see. So now this looks already a lot cleaner. Very nice. The sunroof works as intended. No, I have not made any models of Japanese cars yet. Cockpit has pedals. Very nice. So it's really complete. It has... What the... We solved this last time. What's wrong? Ah, so it has everything. Just needs parts in the correct colors. And of course it needs a passenger side. Basically. So it needs a passenger side. And a few optimizations. So obviously, for those who are uninitiated, um, the hand of God steering, of course, is removable, you know, so that the car is gonna look good if you want to display it or whatever. But it can be reinstalled at any time. Yeah, for better pictures, the hand of God steering axis should be removed. Yeah, it doesn't. It not just paint job. The passenger side needs body panels. It has nothing. This side here, is pretty nice. Yeah, camera doesn't reach far enough. I mean, the roof now looks so much better. No longer black. And the sunroof really is contrasting. Almost like its real life counterpart. Almost. Okay. I think we are mostly done with the Sierra. I don't think that many interesting bits are gonna happen with it in the future. I mean, things are gonna happen with the car, of course, because I need to do many optimizations, of course. Um, when I rebuild it, there's need to be some part optimizations. I need to omit a few parts, make some bodywork stuff, a little more efficient, a little less prone to accidental damage, rip-offs or whatever. But mostly it's done. Now imagine it all in white, of course. I need to order the parts, and then we're gonna make just tick, and it's gonna be white all of a sudden. Yeah, the color, the color mix is basically putting it down right now. If it was entirely white, it would look fantastic. But yeah, of course, making it lighter is the way. So I need to go through the car and basically omit every single part that is not necessary. So I really do need to make optimizations all around. So many parts need to be optimized because the problem is that we are missing basically the passenger seat, the passenger fender, passenger door, passenger rear quarter panel, and these all add weight. And once once the weight is on, I don't know. I mean, the suspension is quite kind of soft. I think it's gonna hold up, so we won't be needing stiffer springs, but it's gonna remain as soft as it is. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely lose at least 100 parts. Yeah, definitely. There is scope for this. I need to go through it. I mean, I need to strip the car entirely and go through the chassis first, the seats and everything, every single part that is not needed needs to be omitted. At the same time, I still have to make the glove compartment, and a few, few things are still gonna have to be made to make the car look complete, because right now the interior is, at least the dashboard, is not complete yet. So some parts need to be added, but not too many. Probably more are gonna be omitted, right? Okay, more parts are gonna be omitted than added, of course. If we discount the doors, the fenders, and the rear quarter panels, which need to go on the car, basically. Still a lot of work, but some of it, of course, we're gonna do on the stream until we wait for the parts. Thing is that right now we're gonna be in a kind of limbo mode. Jebi ga, Marko. Trebaš če doći ranije, da? Nema druge. So basically, the next few streams are gonna be about us optimizing the car. We're probably gonna do this on stream because, well, first, until we start developing the Audi, I need to order parts, order the Buick motors, because without the motors, we have nothing to work with. I need to order the wheels, and until then, we are gonna busy with ourselves with the Sierra. Of course, parts for the Sierra are gonna arrive, and we wanna change them and add the passenger side and whatever. But in the meantime, the next stream, so on Monday, is gonna be basically, we're gonna strip the car of all of the bodywork, and we're gonna go through the car and see what we can optimize. So we're gonna really go through the structure and see, do we need this, do we need that, and we're gonna throw everything that we don't need away, and probably optimize some structures so that it can be as strong or stronger than it is now, but with less weight. I know of a few spots that need attention, so we're gonna deal with that on Monday. Anyway, basically that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on Monday. Until then, have a nice weekend.